He hits this ball well out to right field. Walked her back at the wall. It's off the wall. Gump with a big swing again. He rounds second, chugging for third. 2 runs in for the Blue Jays. Run, Forrest, run. Gump into third with a 2-run triple. First pitch swinging to Tilly, shallow to center, coming in. Bach can't make the play, and it bounces by him, and now scramble mode for the Jayhawks outfielders. Coats the wave around, trying to score from first without a throw. Gamble for Bach in center, and he comes up empty. The Tilly ends up at third on the RBI triple. Start and stop at first base for the Grandes. It's fly down the line and left, and a diving attempt for Rice. He can't get there. LeGrande has great wheels, wave around at the third base bag. Relay to the plate. Capisi's tag, not there in time. Rafe Stanger slices it down the left field line. Rice couldn't get it. And with LeGrande's speed, he races around for St. John's 4th run. Joe's bunt, it's down, safety squeeze, Maugers glove flip. They got him at the plate. What a play by Maugers off the mound. And they cut down Cancel. Extended the St. John's lead. He hits this ball well again. I think he likes it. I bet he loves it. Will Cowan is a one-man wrecking ball today at Prasco Park. Let's see, on the 2-2. There it is. Murphy does it again. Strands 2 more Blue Jays on the bases. 2-2. Fitzsimmons to right. It's down for a hit. LeGrande in. Here comes Rafe Stanger. 2 in for St. John's. The freshman Fitzsimmons introduces himself to Big East postseason play. It's been a huge coming out party for Navarro this weekend. Pulled to right, sending Pitts back. It's over his head. Navarro comes through once again. Long is in, and it ties the game at 11. Bradley Navarro, clutch. There goes Ventiker. Had a feeling they might test the arm. It still looks pretty darn good. Agresti, despite the foul tip off the arm, guns down Ventiker. That's a man's throw. Shot over third base, it's fair down the line. Janusek, after the stolen base, will score easily from second on the RBI double for Armstrong to get Baylor in business. Elsels 2-2, trying to get out of a prickly spot. Gump drives it again. Hit well to right. Burdette back. Kiss it goodbye again. Unbelievable. Rocco Gump can do no wrong for Creighton. Gump on deck. Ground ball. It's over to third. Rafe Stanger across the diamond. St. John's is back atop the Big East. A second conference championship in the past 3 years for the Red Storm. Another weekend series of Big 12 baseball starts tonight. This is the first time the Baylor Bears have boarded a flight this season, and it brings them to Cincinnati to take on the Bearcats. Now, Baylor has had a really good season so far, 7-5 in Big 12 play, 3 games back of first. Cincinnati, they've scuffled a little bit lately. They come in at 4-8 entering this matchup. 2 teams trending in different directions. Welcome to UC Baseball Stadium. Glad you're with us. Here with Billy Hatcher and Zach Siegel. I'm Anthony Mazzini. I mentioned the scuffling for Cincinnati. Billy, they've lost 6 out of the last 7 Big 12 games. What have you noticed from the start of the season to these last couple of weeks of why they've struggled?
Well, they're struggling scoring runs and they're struggling pitching. And when you have both of those things going bad, it's tough to win ball games.
Baylor, meanwhile, Zach, has won 5 out of the last 6 in Big 12 play, and they're doing it on the back of a really good pitching staff.
Their starters have been fantastic, pitching deep in games, and they're not walking guys, and they're keeping the ball in the yard. That's been a recipe for success.
Well, it certainly helps to have Travis Sanders in the lineup as well. Zach continues to prove to be one of the best shortstop in this conference. Here's how we got here. After 2 games yesterday in the winner's bracket, St. John's took down Xavier. The Musketeers played Creighton in the night game, and it was the Blue Jays winning that one to set up this battle between the Blue Jays and the Red Storm. Welcome to Prasco Park in Mason. So glad you're with us for some breakfast baseball. I'm Anthony Mazzini here with the World Series champion Billy Hatcher. These 2 teams played on Thursday. It was a St. John's win. Both pitchers were fantastic, but since then, these teams have started to swing the bat a little bit.
Well, you know, the wind is not blowing in anymore, and these guys are just barreling a lot of balls, and this ball is jumping out of this ballpark.
2 notable performers offensively. We'll start with Creighton's Rocco Gump. He has been the man of this tournament, Billy, the leading hitter in the field, and maybe your new favorite guy. Getting this one started early in the morning on Sunday as we set to crown a Big East champion at Prasco Park. It is St. John's and it is Creighton. Mark Kingston rolls out this batting order 1 through 9. It stays the exact same as it was last night. As the old saying goes, Billy, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You know, if they play anywhere close like they did yesterday, and St. John's does the same, we're in for a heck of a ball game today.
Connor Capisi has been a tough out. Ben North finally had a big swing with the home run last night. Fucino has been a nice piece at the bottom of the lineup, but it all starts with Rocco Gump, who's the leading hitter in the Big East tournament so far this season. On the mound is Ian Moad, right-handed junior for St. John's. The benefit here, Billy, for St. John's, whether it's Moad, whether it's anybody else, really probably only 2 guys they'd want to stay away from, right? Nestler went the Final Four yesterday. O'Leary nearly 140 pitches the other day. But everyone else is probably on the table behind Moad.
Yes, there is. I mean, you're going to use just about everybody in the uniform today. I mean, you got a chance right here to go to the NCAA playoffs and everything, and so you got to do whatever it takes to win.
Defensively, behind Moad, looks very similar to what we've seen over the course of this tournament for St. John's. Cowan is the DH today, once again. The infield and outfield alignment stays the same with Agresti behind the plate. But it starts with this man for Creighton. What a tournament he has had. Rocco Gump. Moad ready, into the windup. And we're underway in the Big East Championship. He misses outside to start the game. He is 8 for 12. 2 home runs, 2 triples, 7 batted in. Gets under it. Pop fly, shallow left. Shortstop Mansour over towards the line. 1 away. And that's been a tough thing to do facing Rocco Gump this week.
Well, that's a very good start for them. I mean, you get the Gumpster out right here. I mean, you're looking pretty good.
Moad retires his first man. That'll bring in Nate McHugh. He is 3 for 12 with 3 runs batted in the Big East tournament so far. Creighton originally lost to St. John's on Thursday in the first game. Bounced back with a win over UConn later that night. And then responded again with a win yesterday against Xavier. So they're 2-1 in this field right now. St. John's is 2-0. They need to lose twice today for Creighton to win. The cue down, or even in the count, 1-1. Ryan Peterson calls the balls and strikes today. Tyler Witt, Bob Howard, Connor Hogland are the field umpires. Mark Kingston is trying to guide Creighton to back-to-back Big East tournament championships. First time ever they've been a 4 seed. They've been the road team every game they've played. Hugh fouls it away. Count even at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Off the hands, little pop-up behind the mound. Mansour races in and slides down to make the catch.
You know, that was a very, very tough play where he's playing it in the infield and back. Little jam shot right over the pitcher's head for him to come in and make a diving play on that. That was just a great play.
Yeah, if that ball lands with McHugh's speed as well, he's probably safe at first.
Well, you know, pretty much if he sees the ball drop, he might have got a double on that ball because the second baseman was coming in too. No one knew who was really going to get to that ball. Shortstop catches it. If he misses it, nobody's at second base.
Great sliding catch. Mansour has handled both outs so far to start this game. That brings in Ben North. It was really good yesterday, Billy, to see him get that big swing. He had been scuffling in this tournament. Finally hit one out of here, his 11th home run of the year, and maybe that turns his fortunes around for today.
Yes, it does. You know, earlier in the early games, he was trying to pull the ball.
He smacks this out to the gap, left center field. Rodriguez over. He won't get there. Up against the scoreboard on the left field wall, and North digs into second with a double. And right on cue, he seems to have figured some stuff out.
Yes, yeah, sometimes it only takes one. But the most important thing right here is Creighton has been winning, and your best player has not really done a lot. So to see him come up right now and hit a double right away, you're looking pretty good.
That's just his third hit of this tournament, his second extra base hit. And he's in scoring position with 2 outs for Isaac Walksman, who has also been rather quiet in this tournament so far. 3 of 13, and he has struck out 5 times. That's been the most impressive part to me, Billy, is as good as this lineup has been to get the 2 wins and get to the championship game, it's been the bottom part of the order that has set up the guys at the top, like a Rocco Gump or a Nate McHugh.
Yes, it has been. And, you know, for your 2 of your better players not doing a lot right now, and you're still playing for the championship, that just shows you have depth on your team.
Rodriguez makes the catch in left. Walksman got under it. And Moad ends up working around that 2-out double. St. John's comes to the plate for the first time when we bring you back to Prasco Park. Creighton strands a runner at second base in the top of the first inning. St. John's comes to the plate in a lineup that just put up 17 runs in their last game. Jader Rafestanger has been a star. He has 6 runs batted in this tournament, but up and down, they've gotten production from pretty much every part of this order.
As a team, they've done all the little things. I mean, they've gotten guys over. They've hit with men in scoring position. They've done everything you have to do to win a championship.
They go against Jack Pino. So familiarity here, Billy. Pino went 4 2/3, allowed 3 earned runs on Thursday. He walked 4, didn't strike out any, so he wasn't at his sharpest. Still gave Creighton a chance to win that ball game, but he needs to bounce back and do it in very short order, having pitched nearly 5 innings on Thursday.
Yes, the main thing he has to stay away from is the 4 walks. Because if you put guys, give them free passes with St. John's, they're making you pay for it.
Into the windup, first pitch for Pino is grounded right side over there, and it eats up Van Tyker. Pops over his glove, and Legrande reaches. An E4 to start the game defensively for Creighton, a team that also keeps it the exact same today, with Walksman in center, flanked by McHugh and Dieters, Gump, North, Van Tyker, and Balargin, third to first on the infield, with Capisi behind the plate. At times it's been Lou Rice in left field with McHugh the DH, but they've been going with McHugh in left and getting Fucino's bat in the lineup. Strike called on the outside corner to Rafestanger. He is right behind Rocco Gump in this tournament in batting average. Gump came in hitting .667. Rafestanger is 5 of 8, equates to .625. Takes up and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. The 17 runs scored by St. John's yesterday against Xavier to advance to the championship, the most they've ever scored in a Big East postseason game. They come in with hot bats. Check on Legrande. Sent out to left center field. Walksman tracing back, and he reaches up to grab it. Got a great read on that ball. And he runs it down for the first out.
Just watching him right there, his first step was very good. You get that first step in the outfield, going to the direction of the ball. That's what you want as an outfielder. He made that look very, very easy, and it's not an easy play.
Rafe Stanger retired. LeGrande still at first base for Sean McMillan. He hit a ball yesterday that I think still might be going.
He barreled that ball very well.
One of a couple of home runs that St. John's hit. Check swing foul on the first pitch. See, that's one there. He was telling us, Billy, that, you know, he's not looking inside because it doesn't allow him to hit that pitch away. He showed yesterday that he could hit it, but it's one of those things where if you're not really looking for it all the time, you can get tied up a bit in there.
Yes, you can. I mean, he tries to hit the ball up the middle the other way. Yesterday, it was a 3-on-1 pitch, so he was looking to go deep right there. That's how he got the ball out in front.
Nothing in one. Pino facing McMillan. Now, flashback to yesterday. This ball was absolutely crushed.
You got that fastball inside, got the barrel out front. This ball, like you say, is still going.
It's 10th homer of the year. Runner goes, pitch up and away, Capisi's throw. LeGrande got in there, but then slid off the bag. We've seen that a couple of times for these base runners in this tournament. And Capisi with another dart to second base.
Yeah, I mean, he was safe until he came off the bag.
Right there, that left leg popped off. Right there, just enough. And Van Tijker held the tag. Millen pops it up near first base. That'll get out of play.
You know, you don't really see that a lot on natural turf, on natural fields. You see it a lot on these turf fields where they slide over the bag. But it's very hard with the dirt field for you to slide over the bag. You got to get your dive timed perfectly, or that's what's going to happen.
And you would think maybe if you were playing in the rain, that would be a reason for it. But that's one thing the tournament committee and the Big East staff has done so well at, is not starting a game in the rain. Pretty much we've avoided rain while games are being played. And when it has rained, this field has been covered up. So it's not overly slick out there, or you would expect it not to be anyway. 3-2 pitch, McMillan fouls it away.
This field is just perfect conditions. The grounds crew has done an outstanding job with all the rain that we have gotten to make these fields just, I'm telling you, they're very good to play on.
Well, starting this game at 9 o'clock this morning, if Creighton were to win, the next game would be expected to start around 1, but there is an opportunity, if rain comes in this afternoon, to push later if necessary. Swing and a miss. McMillan chases it out of the zone. Pino didn't have a single strikeout on Thursday. He picks up his first today in the first inning. Some defense from Capisi, and then Pino bears down.